Okay. So, hi Albert.
Hi.
What are you here for today?
I'm here to talk about my love for coffee.
Okay. Everybody loves coffee. I love coffee too.
I really love coffee.
Okay. So maybe you think you have an addiction to it?
I don't call it an addiction, but
No.
my husband thinks I have an addiction, but I don't see it.
Well, how many cups of coffee do you have usually per day?
Mm, well, I work at an office where I'm sitting down, and to be productive, like I have to have a drink.
Right.
So I fill it up about. So they're like little cups, so it's not even a lot. Um, how about 15
15 cups a day?
at work?
See, now I can understand that because if you're at an office job and you already have a coffee pot right there, so it's easy just to keep refilling it rather than having to buy some. I mean, is there any negative behaviors that's reacting to this now? Or any bad symptoms that's coming from it, or it's just you've noticed that you just have a really big liking for coffee?
Well, when I leave the house, I have to have coffee, and there's times where I'm like in a rush and I don't have coffee. I feel like really stressed out.
Okay, so you feel like you are dependent on that to have a natural normal day.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you don't have that, do you get over your stress, or does it just actually completely affect your day?
If I don't have it by like a certain time, like if I don't have coffee by like 3 p.m., I feel really tired. Like
Okay.
I have like no motivation. I want to go to sleep.
It's hard to get your work done,
Mhm.
right? Okay. Well, I mean, is there any other problems besides that?
Um, I've tried to have different types of coffee. I have decaf, I have black coffee, I have coffee with no sugar, coffee with just creamer, cold coffee, hot coffee, and they all seem to give me a headache. But when I add lots of creamers and lots of sugar, which I usually like, that's I just feel like that's the one that does it for me. So I try to cut down. I try to just have black coffee, decaf, and I think that by adding so much sugar and sweets, I also seen a gait, gain, weight gain.
Right. Okay. So you're saying that you've noticed a significant, not significant, but you noticed a little bit of a weight gain by adding a lot of sugars and sweets, and also the sugars is what gives you headaches as well.
Mm, well, see, I have other sugars within the day, kind of like chocolate. I eat a lot of fruit, which has fruits that have a lot of sugar, and those seem to give me headaches.
Okay. Well, since it seems like, I don't think that you should just completely stop coffee right away. It doesn't seem like that's too bad of an addiction yet. I could see it getting worse maybe if it's continuous, but, I think maybe some healthy alternatives is, maybe finding some, just like low calories and sugar. So, if you still want to add some sugar to your coffee, just find healthy ones, like healthy replacements. And, maybe just like trying to maybe minimize a little bit. So let's just say maybe try taking 1 cup of coffee away every day and seeing, or every other day, seeing if maybe that might minimize the weight gain or minimize your headaches. And if it does, then just keep on that track. And, I think you'll start, I think those problems will start going away if you just barely start, cutting down on it. Do you think that would help?
Mm, you see, I've tried it before. I don't know how much to cut. Like, I've tried a cup, and I get really stressed still. So, I don't know, like, if there is there like a specific time I should cut it? Like,
I think you should just do it on your, based on your comfortability. Don't go out of the range that you're going to get stressed out, or, then it's just not going to be worth it for you. You want to make it to where it's still reinforcing you in the right positive way. It's still helping you get motivated through work. You're still being motivated throughout the day, but just not overdoing it. So, you say you have about 15-ish cups of coffee a day. Maybe just, starting tomorrow, the next day, just go down to 14 or 13 cups.
Okay.
Do that maybe for a few days. And, then after that, just like, every couple days, just take 1 cup away. Maybe get down to like 10 cups after a week and see if you might see a change. And then I think after, if you do that for a little while, but slowly, but gradually, then, you'll still get your reinforcement of the coffee that you need, but as well as minimizing the weight gain and maybe not having as much headaches anymore.
Okay, I think I could do that, because I feel like if I cut it during the morning, that's when I feel like I need it the most.
Right. So yeah, definitely don't do that. Start your morning off normally, how you do, the best way that gets you productive. I get maybe just like halfway through the day, instead of having 2-3 cups in a row, just only have 1 cup. And if you still feel a little, not as energized or still a little stressed in, wait a little while and have another cup. Maybe just put some time in between it, instead of just as soon as you run out, go get another cup, So, but gradually go down. I mean, I think if you try doing that, then there wouldn't be, you might see some positive change in not having weight gain anymore, or headaches, or let's hope that will happen.
And would you recommend for me to like stick to 1 cup to see, like, to one type of coffee to see if that like helps with the headaches or with like the gain weight? Or
Yeah, I think you should still, I mean, it seems like, you have a wide variety of coffee. It seems like you're not specific. You just like any types of coffee. You'll do all different types. So that's good. I think you should try around and see what you're most comfortable with. And like you said, you would prefer having sugar and cream rather than just plain black coffee. So maybe instead of just adding regular sweetener and just, whole fat milk, maybe just, do decaf, like you said, or, do some type of, not sweetener, but just some, I can't think of it right now, but just some type of healthier sugar, like natural cane sugar or something like that. Maybe see if there's a healthier replacement and it'll still be satisfying for you. I think you should just try it around, see what you like best.
Okay. I think I'll be able to do that.
Okay, good. Is that like the main problems?
That's pretty much the main problems. It's just like my husband thinks I drink coffee too much, so he wanted me to like see if I could get help to guide me, like how to cut it down or how to work on it, because it also it's making me gain weight, which is making me feel uncomfortable as well.
Right. And yeah, and you want to, you don't want to lose self-esteem by yourself. You're beautiful, you have a good life going on. You want to make sure to keep that stability. So, I think it'll definitely improve your relationship with your husband if he just sees that, even if it's barely a change, but still he sees that you're trying to change something up. If whether you think you're addicted or not, he thinks that. So he'll at least see that you're trying to cut down. And then, like we just said, if you do that, then you might see that you won't have any more weight gain or headaches if you try, cutting out just regular Splenda rather than with like cane sugar, like I said, or just other, healthier types of creamers and, and sugars.
And also, I don't make coffee at home, so I spend about $80 a month just on coffee itself.
That's a lot, yeah. That's definitely a lot. I mean, what I would recommend, what I personally would do, is I would have maybe like a budget list and just kind of like track down how much I normally do spend on coffee, let's say each week. And, so if from there, try to like cut that down a little bit. So, maybe if you want to start making cups at home, like the night before, pre-made or something, and, bring it with you to work, or, maybe just only buying 1 or 2 cups a day, then just getting the rest from your office. Just doing some little bit of a change. The whole point is just to, experiment around, but as long as you're doing it in a positive way to what will end up benefiting you, better in the long run. So, there's not just one way I'm going to advise you to do it. That's up to you. You can experiment around with however it'll work, but just some way that'll gradually help lower what these problems are. So especially with the money thing, because that could be a problem. Budget is really important, especially in relationships. That could be a damper, and you don't want that to start a whole new problem. So yeah, I would try minimizing buying from coffee shops and maybe just at least sticking with the coffee you have at your work for right now. And like I said, just start gradually, having a little less cups a day. Probably like maybe your main goal after a couple weeks, have no more than 6, 7, maybe no more than 8 cups of coffee a day. And even that is a really great goal because you at least downsized. And I think that, that'll be better for you altogether.
I think I'll definitely keep track of like how much I spend. I think that way I'll see like the difference on how much I'm actually saving at the end of the day as well.
Exactly. And like, when you see things down on paper after you write it, it makes it more real. It solidifies it more. It's like, it's a validation of what you're actually doing. So it helps you recognize and be aware, maybe I shouldn't be doing this as much, rather than just, not thinking and just swiping your card and just spending and not noticing how much you're spending. So I think that'll definitely be helpful.
Okay, I think I'll go ahead and try that.
Okay, well then, next time we meet, I think you should do all those, like I said, try experimenting around with these different things, see what works best for you, and next time we see each other, just let me know what the progress is, okay?
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.